You've seen this 72 Blazer on a lot of our different videos. We actually take our products and bolt them on our own trucks to test them and come up with new products for you, like these lights right here. This truck actually sees the dirt road, it sees the mountains, it goes everywhere it needs to go. But we need more light, and that's why we put these lights on. Now these guys can come in a spotlight or a floodlight. It's not going to block your vision at all. It comes with tons of wiring. It's all plug and play. It hooks up in no time at all, and it looks really good. I'm going to show you how. And this is what the bracket's going to look like when it's all assembled. You'll be able to rotate it in or out. You'll be able to rotate it up or down. So you got a lot of flexibility in these guys. I like this kit. It actually comes with the Allen wrenches, so you don't have to go looking around for them. I know it's a little thing, but I really like that. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get this piece right here. You're going to notice that it's indented right there. This is going to go right in like that. And this piece right here is going to go right in here. Now there's a nut that's right in here. You can see it sliding around. So you can actually adjust these in and out this way also. You'll go ahead and take this piece and try to get that nut to stay still and go ahead and get this on. Next I'll take these pieces here. It's going to go a bit like this. So we take your bolt. Oops. You're going to go through the little piece first. Now you're going to go on here. You'll put your washer, lock washer, nut. I'll just get this finger tight. And this is just going to go right here. Now what you're going to do is lock washer first, washer, then we'll go ahead and bolt these on here. So first, I'm going to go ahead and bolt my bracket up here, and the reason that I want to do that is I have to have it bolted on to get an accurate idea of where these two little holes are here for these two little screws that are going to go in. So I bolt it on, then I'll go ahead and use a magic marker or a punch and mark my holes. Now it's difficult to get a drill in here. You're either going to have to take off your hood or you're going to have to take off your cowl. The cowl is lighter, so I'm going to go ahead and do that instead. When I'm taking my cowl off, since I'm already here, I'm going to double check and make sure that my wiper arms are in good shape, different things like that. There's a leaf guard that I can put on here. Maybe I'll do that too. So make sure you got everything that you need for this job. You don't want to take it halfway apart and then find out you need this, that, or the other and wait another few days or a week for it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this guy apart. Take that off. Now, right here, this is real important. You got to make sure that your hood is, or your door is open up all the way, and then take this bolt off right here. You might also want to put some tape around your edges here, protect your paint. And you're going to need to get a buddy on the other side to help you with this, so you don't be banging up anything. So I'm going to go get a buddy, and I'll be right back. Let me show you a little trick to taking off your wiper arms here. You're going to want to get tape around there, or you're going to want to get a rag around it. Go get one of these little plastic guys like this, and then go ahead and tuck up under and gently pry up. Now there is a little clip that's on here. I'm going to get this off first, and then I'll show you. You have to bend that clip back in order to get this guy to come off. And right here, if you zero in on that, that's the little clip. If this is pushed down all the way, that clip is going to pop underneath the pivot right here, and it's going to make it difficult to come off. So that little guy has to bend back at the same time you pull off. So just be careful, take your time. Now commonly there will be shims in the front right here, and sometimes you'll find them in the back too. So if there are shims in there, make sure you get them out and you label them where they went, front, back, left, right, so that you can have it go back exactly where it went and it'll line up properly when you're done. So have you ever been drilling and then you pop through the metal and the drill smashes into your paint? What you're going to want to do to stop that is put tape on the end, so when it does punch through, it'll just hit the tape and not the drill. You're going to want to use an 1/8 inch drill bit on this, and then just carefully drill your holes out. If you get it too big, your little screw's not going to screw in there. So careful drilling. So here's the two connections on either of these that are going to go for your lights. If you follow this on down, you're going to get to your relay. On the bottom of that, you've got your line that's going to be for your switch right here that we'll put in the dash. And then right here is where you're going to connect to your power. Here you've got a 15 amp fuse. And then you can connect this directly to your battery. If you don't have enough room for that, you can extend the wires. What I'm going to do is I'm going to climb up underneath the dash. I'll show you in a second here. I'll find some suitable places to hook these guys up, and then I'll have this all up underneath the dash, and I'll run this through the firewall and hook all that up. So let's take a look at that. I'm looking for a suitable place to connect my positive line. Under here, you'll have a few leftover, hopefully, plugs. Some of them will be hot all of the time, whether the key is on or not. Others will only have power when the key is on. So decide whether you want to go to a keyed only plug or the battery all the time plug, and then go ahead and hook your wire into there. Find a suitable ground. Make sure that you have it clean and that there's not any paint or rust. If you don't have a good ground, you're not going to have a good time. So you got a lot of extra wire when you're installing this to give you a lot of versatility in how you want to do it. Make sure you take all that extra wire and loop it all up. Use some zip ties and secure it. Keep it away from your parking brake or your brakes moving parts. And then on the switch, I applied it right here. I don't like to drill into my dash. So right here, this little piece, you can buy that aftermarket if you want to replace it later. So now that I've got all this done, I'll go ahead and finish out the front. So I want you to note that we've got the wires tucked in here. I always like to hide all my stuff if I can. And I've got them zip tied so they don't get caught up in my wipers here. Now this was painted a while back. They never put the rubber back on. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now these come all wrapped up like this. So take it out of the package as soon as you get it in the sun and let it get all warmed up so it's nice and pliable and easier to work with. When you're getting that there, you're ordering that, make sure you get this too. It is a guard that will keep leaves and things going down into the cowl right here. That's the #1 reason it'll rust down here in the bottom, is all the trash gets in here, comes down, collects. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this set up, and I'll show you what it looks like. So you see, it's really easy to install, and it makes your truck look good just like that. Make sure that you keep your wires away from anything sharp, hot, moving, and make sure you take care of all the peripheral things at the same time. You don't want to go through this and then decide you're going to get the rubber and install it. Get everything at one time, kill all those birds with one stone. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, because next week I'm going to do another video for you, and I want you to make sure your truck looks good and gets out on that road, man. We'll see you all there.